Hey friends, Deb with Art and Grace here. I'm excited to show you this palette knife painting. Thanks for being here. So first of all, I'm going to use our Liquitex acrylic medium. It's a flexible molding paste. And then just a few colors of paint. I've got white, pink, and gold. And I've got all of these listed in the description of this video. I'm going to use just one palette knife, but I'm just showing you all of them because depending on your substrate size, you might want to use a larger one than what I'm going to use, and then just one flat brush to paint your background, and of course something to put your paint on. I'm using palette paper today. So that is Royal Fuchsia that you see me putting down with a little bit of white. In fact, a lot of white. I want to make a light pink background, so I'm just going to mix these two, get the color that I want. Now we're going to grab our flat brush and just paint the entire canvas with this pink. It is super simple. You're just getting the entire canvas covered with your paint, and you don't want any white to show through, so if you need to do 2 layers, you can. I'm using DecoArt paints. They have really good coverage. Sometimes I can get away with just one coat. I do one coat, and then we're going to put over my little secret sauce, so I will show you guys that next. I waited for our paint to dry, and now that it is totally dry, I'm going to put a layer of this, what I call my secret sauce. It is DecoArt Metallic in White Pearl. It is the most beautiful paint I have ever used. I love it. I put this over a lot of my paintings, and it really gives a beautiful shimmer that is really subtle. It's not over the top. So when you hold it and see it in the light, it is just gorgeous. It will never capture on camera or video. I just have not been able to get it to, but it is so pretty. I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. And I'm sure there are other brands that make it, but I love this one. So I always have this in stock. I'm just putting a coat over this entire thing and then again, let that dry. Here's another thing I do. I'll take a little sponge and use that to do the sides. It does them a lot faster than a brush. In my opinion, you can just swap it over the sides super fast and get those painted. So I'm using that for my white pearl. Now that that's all dry, we are ready for the fun part. I'm going to grab my Liquitex flexible modeling paste, and I'm going to put some out on my palette pad. I have found that working out of the jar, it will dry out faster. So I'll just take a couple of dollops of it and put it on my palette and work with that. And then when I need more, get more. Okay, so we're ready to do our hearts. I'm taking a small palette knife that is rounded at the tip. And you don't need a lot. In fact, it's better to start with a little and add more as needed. Let's practice one over here. Put your palette knife down and drag down a little bit. So put it down and drag down. So you're basically just making 2 lines, but when you put that knife down, you do push so that it makes the puffier part of the heart. So put your knife down where you want the first heart and pull down. Put your knife down again on the other side and do the same thing and draw them together. So one line down to the middle, the other line down to the middle. That's the best way I know to describe it. You're just bringing a little bit of that. In fact, consider it paint. Think about it as paint on your brush, although it is, a medium that's on your knife. And you're starting at the top and just making a line down. It really is easy. It just takes practice, I promise. Once I get my heart down, I'll just take the tip of that knife and kind of smooth it out, get it the way I like it, and then go to the next. Once I'm done with this heart, I'm going to stop and I'm going to leave just a little bit of space on the right for me to write a Bible verse. But if you don't want to do that, then you would just spread out evenly. Now it's really easy to get these wonky, so every so often I'll take a look and see if one needs to come higher or be dropped down a little lower. If you use a tracer or something, that would help you for sure to kind of guide you where these need to go. But since I'm just, putting it straight onto the canvas, I just reevaluate every so often and kind of, maybe make some larger, and then at the very end I do it again. I'll kind of look over all of them and see if any stick out. But again, this is kind of a whimsical painting, and in my mind I'm thinking about all of the people that we love and how different they all are. Everybody is so different and unique, so that can be your excuse for having hearts that look different. As long as you know the meaning and you know why you're doing it, that's all that matters. And here's a little tip. See on that last heart, we've got that little piece. You can use a palette knife, like a clean palette knife, to scrape that off. Especially right when you do it, you can just guide it either right back into place or remove it completely. So just kind of keep another palette knife handy as you're doing this. Once you get them all done, then you just go back and fill anything in. Like I said, it's the last thing I do on this is just kind of be sure everything looks somewhat the same, about the same height and width and all that. They definitely do not need to be exact, but I'm just going back and kind of filling in and fixing the shape a little bit before we add our paint. Now I waited about 30 to 45 minutes for these to dry somewhat. This is texture paint, so it's not going to be dry. It's just going to be the top layer that's going to feel dry. But now I'm ready to do my gold paint. I'm using a number 8 from my favorite brush series. I will have this in the description of the video in case you want to get them. They're fantastic brushes. But I'm just going to load this up with some gold paint and go around each heart without touching the pink. So it's a little tricky, and that's why I have to hold my canvas at an angle, but just use the tip of that brush to get down each crevice and down the sides. And it's really not hard. Obviously, you're just filling around all of the heart, filling it in. It's just having the right brush. So you don't want a large brush. You don't want one that is not a good quality, because then the bristles will spread out. That's really the only trick to this. And then just take your time and go around, have on a movie or some music, and do each one. I'll show you a couple and then we'll put this on fast speed. You just keep doing this across your entire canvas, covering each heart with your gold paint, and the result is so pretty. Here it is, completely finished. It turned out so beautiful. I love it. I hope you will try this. You can even do a small canvas with just one heart, but it is really fun, and I think they turned out so sweet. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day.